Welcome to College Sport Check Basketball Beat B2, and here is the Saturday College Basketball TV schedule for today, November 12, presented by Long Island's Community Radio, CommunityRadioLI.com, and click the College Sport Check button. Alright, so here's what we got for Saturday. We also will take a look at Sunday's games and a quick preview, because we got some really good games coming up this upcoming week. Tuesday, some good games on Tuesday, so we'll get right into it. So here we go. We have, by the way, we got the scores over on BB1. 155. So go check that out. We had a little fun today. Here we go. University of South Carolina Upstate, they're taking on Georgetown at 12 noon today. That's going to be on FS2. Also at 12 noon today, we have Bryant taking on Notre Dame on the ACC network. Cole College, COE, they're taking on Northern Iowa. That game is going to be on ESPN3. And those are the 12 o'clock games. Also, North Carolina Central taking on Marshall. Now we head over to 1 o'clock. It's Charleston Southern taking on Florida State. That's going to be on ESPN3. And then we have 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, we have Wofford taking on LSU. That's going to be on ESPN3, also on the SEC Network Plus. All right, so check out those two channels. And then we head on over, another one for 2 o'clock. It's Southern University taking on Ohio. That's going to be on ESPN3. So we got that. Now, 5:30, we got Grand Canyon taking on Duke on ESPN3. Also, the ACC network. Okay, I got 2 networks for that one. Right, now we get into 7 o'clock, or 7 and 7:30. 7 o'clock, Northwest Nazarene taking on Utah, Pac-12 network. Also, Northern Colorado, they're playing Butler today, 7:30. That's going to be on FS2. I'm pretty sure everyone gets FS2. What else? Now I got one 12 o'clock game. We already talked about that. All right. So now let's take a look at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we have Alabama State taking on Western Kentucky. All right. And then at 9 o'clock, Louisiana College taking on UTEP. That's a 9 o'clock game. Don't got no channel for that. And let's see what else we got. So that's pretty much it. Now, I know what you're saying. It's so excited. Yeah, it's not that exciting week scheduled for a Saturday. Then again, it is college football, which pretty much dominates the airways for a little while. And then once, you know how it goes. If you follow college football, college basketball all the time. But let's just take a look at what's going on Sunday. Because Sunday, we have a plethora of games to watch. And this week coming up, we have some really good games. We're finally going to start getting some good games that people are going to get excited about. Because it was a little anemic this week. Although, we had some good games yesterday. Michigan State and, who did they play yesterday? Michigan State, Arizona. Because they had that game, the Armed Forces game out in Hawaii. Kansas and, Indiana. That was a good game. That went into overtime, actually. So it's a very good game, some good games, but here's what we got for calling on Sunday. We're going to get you through it, don't worry about it. Alright, so 12 o'clock tomorrow, Sunday, and we'll be back here tomorrow anyway, but 12 o'clock we have IUPUI. They're taking on Michigan tomorrow at 12 noon on ESPNU. Central Connecticut and Seton Hall at 2 o'clock on FS1. 3:30 we have Savannah State and Iowa on the Big Ten Network. Chattanooga and North Carolina at 4 o'clock ESPNU. Drexel and Rutgers on the Big Ten Network. That game is also for 4 o'clock. Now, heading over to 5 o'clock for Sunday, we have Texas San Antonio and Oregon State, the Roadrunners and the Beavers. That's going to be on the Pac-12 Network. Again, that's a 5 o'clock game. Now, at 6 o'clock, I got 3 games here for 6 o'clock. Duquesne, yes, they're taking on Penn State. That's going to be on the Big Ten Network. And then we have Northern Kentucky. They're taking on Illinois on the Big Ten Network too. Okay. And then one more for 6 o'clock. That's going to be Holy Cross taking on South Carolina. That's going to be on the SEC Network. Let's see. 7 o'clock, we've got Yale and Washington on the Pac-12 Network. Also for 7 o'clock, Robert Morris taking on DePaul. That game is on FS1. 8 o'clock, we have Sacramento State taking on Nebraska on the Big Ten Network. Mercer taking on Florida, 8 o'clock, ESPNU. And also at 8 o'clock, Alabama A&M taking on Missouri. That's going to be on the SEC Network. 9 o'clock, Cal Poly, Arizona State, Pac-12 Network. Cal State Northridge, UCLA, also on the Pac-12 Network. And that game is also for 12 o'clock. Now, let's take a look here. Now, for Monday, let's see. We got Louisville and William and Mary. That's a 7 o'clock game. We'll have the channels on Monday. We still got to work on this. San Diego State Gonzaga. That's a 12. It's a midnight game actually. So it's Monday going into Tuesday there. West Virginia, Mississippi Valley State, St. John's, Binghamton. I'm just breezing through here, see what they got. Temple, New Hampshire. Let's see. Charlotte, Ellen. UNC Greensboro, Presbyterian, Minnesota, Texas Arlington, Texas A&M and American University. That's on Tuesday. Oklahoma State, Central Arkansas. Let's see. Southern Illinois and Arkansas. That's an 8 o'clock game. Central Michigan, Tennessee Tech, Montana and Wyoming, Jacksonville and the Air Force, Northwestern, Eastern Washington, New Mexico, Houston Baptist, Ohio State taking on North Carolina Central on Monday, San Diego and Stanford. But let's take a look at Tuesday, and two good ones. You got number 2 Kentucky. They're going to be taking on number 12 Michigan State on Tuesday. That's a 7 o'clock game. Then at 9:30 on Tuesday, you have Duke and Kansas. Number 1 Duke, number 3 Kansas. So that's 2 good games right there. Add a little life to the little life. And then we have Baylor and Oregon. Number 5 Oregon and Baylor. That's a 3:30 game. Long Beach State and North Carolina. Wisconsin and Creighton. Alright, what else we got? Dayton and Alabama. There you go. The Flyers and the Crimson Tide. That should be interesting. What else we got? There's a whole bunch of games. Monday, there are 75 games on Monday and 60 on Tuesday. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the scores on one show and the schedule on the other, because it makes life easier for everybody and makes everything go smoother. So we're going to do that. So we'll bang out all the scores first on BBB1 and then do the schedule on BB2, where Long Island's Community Radio, communityradioli.com /college sports, or just go to communityradioli.com and click the college sport check button. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny A, and this is College Sport Check.